In this video, I'm going to show you how we made this FM initial ring with a greyhound on one side and a date on the other. Enjoy it. This is the customer's initial ring that we're working off of. They want the top the same dimensions and the same font style, but they want an extra 20 grams or so added into it, around the back especially, to thicken up this bottom. What we're going to do, take a picture of this and import it into the 3D software, draw around it to give us a perfect copy of this, and then we'll make the rest from there. They also want some more details added on the side, but I'll go through that as we go. There's the ring, and there's the picture imported into the 3D software. Now we're just going to draw around it and then move on from there. Right, so there we've drawn around the whole edge. We've neatened up some of them corners that are a bit rounded off. Now we've just got to fill that in, like so. Then we're going to extrude it out a bit, and that will be our rough shape right there. And we still got to cut out the middle of the F and define between the two letters. Like, that's the basic right there. Here's the model all finished up from all the angles. Got the greyhound on one side, the date on the other. Now we've just got to print this out and it'll be good to go. We've got 5 custom jobs that we're working on this week. Here's 3 of them, and that FM ring is now printed. All looks fine. We're going to take this off, tidy it up. Just a matter of removing all these supports. Just be careful not to damage the ring. And we're going to go around the whole thing. That's all tidied up now, and we just got to attach the ring to the rubber base. That's now sealed up. So that's just been freshly mixed up. It's in the vacuum. I'm going to turn it on, push that down, so we got a seal. Pressure's rising. And in a second, we'll seal the air being sucked out. Next up, we're going to fill up these flasks. We can fit both of these in the vacuum at the same time, so it makes sense to do 2 at once. Save yourself 10-15 minutes. So they're full up now. Always pick them up from the bottom to make sure they don't fall out. We're going to put that lid back on. Pressure's rising. And another 2 minutes. This is the gent's old ring that we're going to be melting into it, and we've already got the extra to make it even heavier in that crucible. So we're just going to drop this in, add it to the lot. A little bit popped out there, see if we can get that back in. There you go. And 5-10 minutes, that'll be ready to pour. So we're going to get the flask out of the furnace, put it in the vacuum, take the gold out of there and pour it into the vacuum. There we go. Just leave that for a few seconds. Now we're going to leave this to one side, let it cool down for 10 minutes before we quench it. Just time to quench it now. See, that's searing hot. The moment of truth. Whoa, it's still bubbling hot. And yeah, we'll be able to work with that, definitely. Cut off these fins, tidy it all up. That middle there was still bubbling away as I picked it up. But that will be all good. So whilst we was cutting off the sprue, I noticed that I didn't originally notice that this middle bit that separates the 2 parts of the F has collapsed. So it's going to be a bit tricky, but I should be able to remove that with a drill bit, eat into it a little bit, tidy it up, and it should look like nothing's happened. Fingers crossed. So we've redefined that F, as in the last ring that we melted, the F didn't go all the way through and create a hole through the ring, so we've just copied that again. What we're going to do now, take off all these sharp edges and start tidying it all up.
Just going to have to take off what's left of that sprue.
While tidying up the back of this ring, I noticed there was a bit of a dip along one of these edges, and I think it's from where one of the sprues on the 3D printing, instead of it being cut, it must have got pulled and it snapped a tiny little bit off, and it couldn't be filed in to make it flat because it would have eaten too much into the ring. So I've filled it in, and you shouldn't notice this once we've cut it off and filed it back. But yeah, we're going to carry on tidying up the back of this, going over the top, just basically smoothing it all out, and then we'll polish it up. Next up, I'm just going to smooth out this top bit, get that as flat as possible. We're going to do 20 minutes in the pin cleaner just to get in all the hard to reach bits, take off some of that casting skin. We're just going to give this a quick polish over, and that will let us see if there's anything that needs working on a little bit closer. But you never know, after this first polish it might be good to go, although it doesn't often happen. We're going to work around all the pattern and details now, try and smooth it out a little bit. You're never going to get it perfect in all those little bits, but you can make it look quite nice. Still just a little bit rough in between the dog and this pattern here, so we're going to go through that again, go over this top once more because there's a few scratches that haven't come out, and that should be all good, ready to go. And we're just going to go over this one last time, that should be it, and then we're finished up. Now we're just going to get all that dirt off in the ultrasonic. And there we have it, the finished FM initial ring. Got the greyhound on one side, patterns all round, date on the other side, copying the customer's initial design, just beefing it up a little bit. And there we go, hope you enjoyed.